Alright, in this video we are going to see how to convert this HTML template into WordPress. So as you see, this is simple HTML file. We have the categories and we have the data related to the category. If I click on visa will appear. So this is the static HTML. I have made this HTML template into WordPress. So if you see, this is the converter template. If I click on Chapati, you will see the data related to Chapati comes up. It's taking time. You can see the same. If I click on noodles, you'll see the noodles shows up, pizza, and finally the biryani. Not only this, if I click on individual item, I can able to see the data, that is the image, and then the post which is created by admin on the time, the title, the description. If you want to leave the comment, you can leave it. Yes, it's good. Post comment, you are able to post it. It's dynamic WordPress. You can see, yes, it's good. We are not going to focus much on CSS and the look of the website. We are just going to see the functionality, what are the functions that is required to create this kind of website. We can see there's the search bar is also available. If I search for something like pizza and click on search, you will see. If I search for noodles and click on search, you will get noodles. And as you know, by clicking it, you can read about the product description, and if you click on home, we will be redirected to the home page. So this is the converted theme. So this is the actual HTML. So you can, on the URL you can see it's index.html. If I click on individual product, it's going to be single.html. Since this is the static website, every product is linked to single.html, and this is also a static product, and the category is not going to work, and the home is also not going to work. Fine, now let's start. What are the things? Let's first install WordPress. As you know, we have to place a file on the C drive, place a folder on the C drive XAMPP htdocs, and let me download the I have already downloaded the WordPress, and I just need to copy paste it. You can see this is the blank WordPress. I'm copying it and pasting it. In case if you are wondering where do I get this folder, you just have to get into the website called WordPress download. You have to get into the official website of WordPress, and on the website you will see a download button, and you have to click on the download button and you will get a zip. So this is it. So if you extract the zip, this is a folder you will get, and this is a blank WordPress, and I'm just copy pasting it so that I don't have to download it again and again whenever I need to install WordPress. So let me pause it. So before pausing it, let's just create the database for us. So to install WordPress, we have to create database. So I have installed the XAMPP. Now to access, I have to get into the URL phpMyAdmin admin, click on enter, and you will be redirected to the MySQL page. Over there we have to create database. I'm just finding what name I'm about to give. So click on new. We can give the name as photo gallery. I'm giving the create database name, and click on create. It says it is created, and as you see, we just need to change the name. Let me change it. Let me give something called gallery. Click on click on create. So you can see a new database is created, and it's blank. So the database name is gallery. So by the time the WordPress folder is ready, let's rename it to gallery. Consider this as our website name. Now we can open this on our browser. So localhost / the folder name. Now we need to install the WordPress. it will show the wizard. You can see setup configuration is ready. Click on English. I'm okay with English. Then we need to give the database name. As we know, we have given the database name as gallery, and for the username is root and the password is blank for XAMPP. And it says alright, the installation part is done. Now we need to create the credentials so that whenever we want we can log in. So it's gallery and the username is admin, password is admin. Confirm this as a weak password. Let's give the email and discourage this from search engine. So this is the basic setup. We don't have to get deep into it. It's fairly straight. You just need to read and you can clearly understand it. The reason for creating this account is whenever you want to log in to the website, you just need to give the username and password which we have created right now. So that's the reason. Now it says the username and password is ready. Click on login. Now we can log in it with the credential which we have created right now. Click on login, and this is the WordPress dashboard. Now what we are going to see is we need to show our theme on the theme section. How are we going to do it? So to make our theme show here, we just need 3 files. So first let me open the location. You can see it's gallery, WP content, and here themes. Here we need to create our folder. Let's name this as UI Monk gallery. And now inside this folder we need 3 files. So let me close all these and open that folder. File, open folder. As you know, on the XAMPP you have to get into the C drive, XAMPP, htdocs, then our folder name. You can click on select this. Now as I said, to start we need 3 files. The first one is index.php, the second one is style.css, and the third one is screenshot.png. So on the folder which we have created right now, which is a theme, as you know we are working on theme. So let's create a new file. Right click, new, index.php, and then style.css. And I have already made a screenshot. You can see this is a screenshot. The name is screenshot, and the file type need to be PNG. If it is not PNG, it is not going to work. It's taking time. We can simply copy this and get into the location and paste it. So these are the 3 minimum files which we required. I think it's not copy, paste. These are the 3 minimum files which is required to start the theme. And over here on the style sheet we just need to give description about the theme. So style CSS, style.css WordPress, you can type on the Google and it will give you the WordPress documentation. You have to just copy paste the comment. So let me copy this comment and paste it. So the theme name we can give anything. I'm just giving it UI Monk gallery theme, and you can fill all the values over here about the description of the theme. So this is it. Now if you refresh on the page where there were themes, now you will see our created folder shows up. So you can see our created folder shows up. Let me click on activate. Once I click on activate, if you get into the website it will be blank. It is because it is loading this index.php. If I make it hello and click on search, you'll see hello shows up. Great. Now we just need to copy the HTML. So let me copy the HTML. On the desktop I have made this as bootstrap theme. Click on index, copy the whole thing and paste it over here. Let's copy the style sheet as well. Copy the whole thing and click on the style, paste it on the style sheet which we have created on the theme folder. And now you should see only the HTML. It is because the CSS is not linked to it. So you can see most of this is a bootstrap theme. So all the CSS have come from the CDN. So the main customization theme is on the style.css. So how are we going to link this? So for that, WordPress has a function called blog info. So actually we have to make this over here on the index.php file. We have to do the modification here. Let me control Z this and click close this. Blog info, we need to pass the argument as stylesheet underscore URL. If that doesn't work, we have to give echo. I think you can see it's working. If you click on Control U, you will get into the source code, and now you can see the blog info has outputted the absolute path of the website: localhost, gallery, WP content, themes, then themes. Inside we have the folder name, and then we have style.css. If I click on it, we can access the style sheet from here as well. It is not editable. Let me close this. Now we just need to make this we just need to make the header and footer on a different file. So before making that, what we can do, let's create a new file and call it as header.php, and another file, and we'll call it as footer.php. Now in the header and footer, we need the top bar. You can see the WordPress has the top bar. We want that. So for that, what we need is we have to have a function php wp underscore head. So this is the function which will output this admin bar. We need to have this on the footer as well. So it's wp footer. Click on enter. WP, it's not WO. WP is a short form of WordPress. It's the WordPress function. We have not created it. Now you can see there is some CSS overriding. So let me copy paste the style sheet. Refresh it again over here. Now you can see I have written the custom code just not to override the CSS. Now let's split this starting from here. No, we'll take this from the column 7, cut this and paste it here, and for the footer, this ends here, and this is for the row. First row, second row, third row, fourth row. Now from here you can cut this and paste it in the footer, and now we need to call these two files on the index file. How are we going to do it? It's the get underscore header function. The same way we have get footer as well. We'll call the footer file. Refresh it. Cool. Now even if I remove this and click on refresh, you will see the footer will go away because we have not linked the footer. So to link it back, we need to call this function on the index file so that footer shows up on the index file. So just if I click on home, it should redirect me to the home page. So for that, let's get to the home, and we have a function called home URL, which will redirect us to the home page. Refresh it, click on home, it will redirect to the index.php. The same way, let's make this form also dynamic. So if I click on search, and it will search for the real. So over there we have to give action as the home URL, and then we need to give the name attribute as simply the alphabet yes. Now this is not going to work because we don't have any post available. Actually there would be a demo post. Let's try to search it. It's not going to show up because we have not used the loop to show up. Fine. By now just consider that we have completed the header section, because the link is dynamic and the search bar is also dynamic. The output of the search bar, we'll see it once we create the post. So by the time, let me show you how to create the post. As you might have known, because over here we need to add featured image. Since our theme does not have the support of featured image, we have to make this. You can see we have tags, we have excerpt, we have discussion, but not featured image section, and there is no post type as well. We are now going to add that on the function.php. And now I would like to show you a post. Let's get into the all post, and on the all post there is already a demo post. Let's click on edit. Now as you know, we don't have featured image and the post format option. You can see on the demo project as well, there is no featured image. So to add that, what we need to do is we need to create a file, and we'll call it as functions.php. Now we need to create a function, and that function is going to initialize the post format and featured image onto the theme. So this function is going to run when we are going to attach this function to the hook. How are we going to do it? Let me show you in a minute. So now we are going to create a function called theme setup. It's a PHP file. We're going to a function called theme setup, and this theme setup will run once the after setup theme. This is also a function. It is also known as hook, WordPress hook. Once this hook runs, this hook calls our function, and this function initialize the post thumbnail. The post thumbnail is simply the featured image, and secondly we have post format. There are multiple post format which we have covered it in the previous theme development tutorial in depth. Now in this particular video we are just going to focus on creating the post format called gallery. So just to give you a quick intro about the post format, the post, we have a post. In case your website has 5 posts and 5 of them are of similar design. In case if you want to make the third post little different to all the other post, in that case you will go for the option called post format. So you can define post format as like the categories. If you want to make your posts in a different way, to show up in a different way as compared to the other posts, you have to create a file, and that file will be available as an option on the sidebar over here. So let me run this, let me save this. Just by saving it, you can see the featured image section and the post format will show up. So you can see these are the two options right now WordPress is giving for us. Let us click on gallery for now, and you can see there is a featured image section is also available. Let me click on update. This is not going to affect anyway because we have not created the file called gallery. Just for your understanding, just make a note that we have created gallery, we have selected gallery, and now let us take this one line and add this over here and close the row. on the footer.php, just above here. Cool. Now we are going to loop through this. Let's just comment the first one and then let's remove all the thing because it is going to get looped. Now cool, now it's simply the if else function. If we have post, then loop through all the post except this line. It's just the if else condition. If opens here, if ends here, while opens here and while closes here, and in between if there is post, then we have to loop through it. So WordPress will find for the page called content. Let's get a page called content.php and let's create another file called content hyphen gallery.php. Cool. Now as you know, we have just added one post format, so that's the reason I have added only one value. So let's just add gallery here and just content, or you can say standard. Click on save. Now if you refresh the page, you'll see gallery. The gallery is showing up because we have selected gallery over here. If I select standard and click on submit, you'll see standard. Now as you know, now by this time you might have understood, based on our selection the page is getting created. In case if you want a separate design, so you can create that separate design over here. Now we are going to stick to the normal flow. So for that, the normal flow function, flow HTML is here. Let's just paste this. So this is let me create some post. Before that, I'll just show you only one post added and then I'll pause it and work in the background. This is the first one, and the content add the feature image. I'll leave this theme also in the description so that you can follow along with me. This is the first image. Click on set. Let's make this gallery. Click on publish. Likewise, I have to make some 7 to 8 products. I'm pausing and doing it, and I'm deleting the old standard content because we just need only the gallery to show up. So now I just created some of the values and forgot to mention one thing. We need to create categories as well. Let's create some categories. And we have to make this category as per the product. Click on update. Likewise, I'll add all these. Cool. Now let's make this content dynamic. So the first thing, let's display the title PHP underscore title. Let's try refreshing the page. So pizza 2, biryani 2, everything shows up. So as you see, we have 6 content and those 6 content shows up. Now let's try to show the image. So to show the image, we just need to see whether there is an image first. So if there is post thumbnail, then display the post thumbnail and close the if condition. So if you refresh, you will see the image as well. Alright, now if I click on it, everything is going to just get me to the file called in single.php. We don't want that. We have to make this unique. So php the underscore permalink is the function which will lead u to the unique content. Now you can see if I click on pizza 2, you will see pizza 2 on the file. Since the single.php is not created, let's create the single.php. Let's just say single.php, and now if I click on pizza 2, the content will be blank because single.php is blank. Now in case if you want to show us the content, just the title, refresh it, pizza shows up. Now if I click on noodles, noodles show up. Now you can see the permalink works perfectly. Now let's just paste the content of single.html into this. So almost just this part we need, and paste it on the single. As you know, we'll just get this from here, the image, the post thumbnail, and now here we can make this is the as a title, php the underscore title, and then the content. Refresh it. Now let's check. On clicking pizza, image should show up, and we have not linked the header and footer. Let's link the header and footer. Get header and get the footer as well. Refresh it. Now it's working. Over here we have h1, alert closed, single image is closed. Let's try making this as break tag. Cool, there is a div which is not closed, that's the reason why you're getting that kind of error. Cool. Alright, now let's make this dynamic, which is php the underscore time. Yeah, there is the closing problem, closing tag, which is causing so much issue. Okay, we'll find it. Now let's try to make the content and title is done. Now let's try to make almost everything is done. Now let's try to give the comment. We just need the card. Inside the card we have card body, and we just need one function, which is comments template, which will give you the dynamic comment functionality. You can type wow and click on post, and it will be posted. Wow is posted. Now we have to make the admin dynamic. We have to pass this into a function called the admin meta, and these are the default values which we need to pass as an argument in order to get the admin, which is the author name. Okay, if you remember, we have on the header we have something called row. That's the reason we are getting this kind of thing. Now what we can do is, on the single.php we have to remove this. Let's try. This is our file. I'm sorry for that. Alert, image demo, shift tab, then we have paragraph, the card. Now we have opened the row on the header. Let's close the row by making this call 12 and close this over here. Refresh it. Cool, now we got it. It's working as we need. Now let's try to make this section dynamic. So to add this section we need a so what do you call, the widget tab over here on the appearance. So let's work on the functions.php. We have to get into the functions.php and create the sidebar option. So now on the functions.php, as I said, we have to initialize the sidebar. So we are registering the sidebar. So once you register it, you can see we are registering the widget. Now we are able to see the tab on the appearance. You can see with the widget, and this name is also available as sidebar. The widget name is sidebar. You can see the widget's name is sidebar because we have given the name as sidebar. Now we have to call the categories. Click on publish. Now we have to get into the header. So this is the place where we have called. Now we need to call the widget over here. So as you know, we have given the widget name as sidebar. We have to use the same on the header. So if the sidebar exists, then display the sidebar with the help of dynamic sidebar. If I refresh, you should see the content. This content is dynamic. If I click on noodles, we can see noodles. If I click on biryani, you can see biryani. If I click on pizza, you can see pizza. If I click on home, here you go. We have almost complete. Let me search for biryani and click on search. Biryani shows up. If I search for noodles, click on search, you will see noodles. We have not created the chapati. We have created the category as chapati, but the post we have not added related to chapati. That is the reason we are not able to see any content for that one. For duplicate content, let's make this as gallery host type, then click on chapati, then let's select the image for chapati. Publish, refresh. You should see fourth category as chapati, which has only one value. As you see, there is also one chapati. It's over here. If I click here, it is mistakenly added as noodles. Cool. You can edit, post and rename it. Fine. The scope of this video is done. We have almost we have all covered. We have seen how to convert the values, how to convert the HTML template into WordPress, and these are the thing which we have covered. Installing WordPress is done. Show our theme in the appearance tab. We have created 3 files and we have added it, and we have linked the style sheet, and we have separated the header, footer, and called it in the index.php, and then we have added the theme support for featured image and for post type and for adding widget, and then we have seen how to loop all the post on the index file, and then we have modified the functions.php just to see the widget tab on the appearance. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.